waited
this weekend.
5, 4.
Thanks for noticing. I appreciate it.
3.
I worked really hard at it.
2.
You did it yourself?
1.
Really?
Yeah, I started
And
doing it last year, and I was
live.
like, I like it.
We're live.
I like it.
We're live. Oh,
say?
I gotta find the page. I gotta go and find the page.
What
I gotta
page?
share. And why is my volume up not very loud? Oh, that's why, because I turned it down.
Turn it down.
Because I think it was.
Hello, everybody.
Loud.
Good evening.
Hello from Lubbock, Texas.
Oh, that didn't work right.
That's cute.
It is, but it didn't work right.
What was wrong with it?
Oh, because you got the little
I'm covering up
stuff.
The pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
Why is
But
it?
it gives you a pineapple on your head.
Joe, it's because you're messing with stuff. Dang it.
Quit messing with stuff, Joe.
Tell him, Sandy.
Well, the
Jeez.
problem is we can only have one admin account, and
There we go.
whenever we mess with it, it messes with both of us. That's unfortunate.
I like this one, but I don't like that y'all guys can't see the pineapple.
How is everybody? I can see it. I knew it was a pineapple.
Because I am, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that is kind of cool looking in the background. Don't y'all like my background? It's pretty cool. It's snazzy.
I love it.
I like how you waited until we actually got into the show to even put it up there. You know, just like
I was working on it over here and doing a little something over here, and it just kind of came back here.
And then you did the hokey pokey and you turned yourself
That's
around.
right.
Join
It tiro la sal behind. I went like
our certified.
That's what your father sent you.
Oh, I'm not gonna waste it like that, but yeah.
Oh, I'm like, don't be wasting that.
So you guys in Lubbock, you know, I love this Salimon that is down there, the Lucas stuff, and I found out up here in Illinois you can't get this stuff. You can get it, but it comes in this really weird bottle, and no two bottles are the same amount of salt in there. And so I've always been like, maybe not.
So is it like? So it's like Russian roulette with.
Yeah, and they're big. You know, they're almost as big as the toilet paper roll.
Oh my!
So if you dislike it,
can you imagine getting pulled over and be like, "It's Salimon, officer." It is.
I promise.
I promise it's Salimon from Lubbock, Texas.
¿Quieres?
Yeah, try some, officer.
Oh man, how was y'all's day, Joe?
it was good, but I think we should do our business of the day first, don't you think?
Oh,
Because we have kind of a special surprise for that.
bum, bum.
Let me get it pulled up here. Uno momento.
Our BODs are never fun to.
They're always different. They're always different. So we actually have a field reporter.
Look at that!
And so our business of the day is. Can y'all hear it?
Hey everyone, thank you guys for letting me crash the party again. Y'all, I got one for the foodies again.
Turn it up a little bit.
I am here at Big Plate in Lubbock, Texas, hanging out with my favorite foodie, Matt. Matt, here in Big Plate, what do you guys do? You all have like everything here. I'm like impressed, man.
Yeah, this is Foodie Central. So what we've got is a kitchen store, everything from commercial to home goods, whatever you like, we've got the right thing for you. So if you're a baking specialist, we've got a whole section set up, everything from the amateur cook to the absolute pro. If you're into decorating or bundt cakes or specialty silicone, you know, we've got it all. We try to do a little for the bar. I've got kids. That's my personal favorite section. You know what I mean? So everything retail. If you like a little more commercial or heavy duty industrial stuff, we've got the commercial side of the store too. So we'd love to have you come check us out and see what we've got for you.
Heck yeah, man, I appreciate it. And when he says they have everything here, I mean everything here. So y'all check it out. Thank you guys, and hopefully this show is off to a good start, and I didn't crash it too bad.
Dylan, I love it.
Everyone, thank you guys for letting me crash the...
I've never even heard of that store. Where is it? Big Plate?
It's right down the street from my office on 34th Street.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, if I was in Lubbock, I'd be there like right now too.
Yeah,
like,
they do a lot of. I only thought that they did commercial stuff, but I didn't know they had all the smaller stuff too. So
I never
pretty
knew. I was like, what? They got for everything? That's pretty cool.
Wait, so Big Plate Supply, and I was wrong. I think they're on 50th. So there's another restaurant place, but
See, I went to 34th Street already
it's
in my head.
I'm so
I can't go
sorry.
there anymore now.
I
Yeah,
just
I'm stuck on 34th. Like, I
stuck
keep
on
going down
34th
34th in my head. Just
Yeah, you're just going around in circles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's actually right there by Caprock Cafe. No. I don't know.
Okay, somebody just Google it.
Well, somebody, Dylan,
I
if
don't
you're
know.
watching, will you please help him out,
Yeah,
please?
I've
Dylan,
already
come
gone
on,
to-
man.
You did such a great job, but Joe kind of took your and then just he helped you lay on your face, not on no effort on your
really
own.
good with directions, by the way. That's why I have Siri. So, yeah.
And on that note, Sandy, how was your day?
So my day was good. And I'm just going to tell you about my lunch. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So we did curbside from Chelos here in Wolford, and we love Chelos. And I had 2 tacos al pastor, 1 carne asada with the side of ceviche.
Oh, watch it now. Watch it now. Did she just throw out a whole
Man.
bunch of Spanish right there?
I sure did. Carrie, did you get all that, Carrie?
She helped Joe out actually. It's
Yeah.
west of Quaker on the south side.
South side.
West of Quaker on the south. I'm still back on 34th Street, Carrie. Joe ruined it for me. Still not.
50th and Quaker, Kathy says.
Yes.
Thank you,
Okay.
Kathy and Carrie.
I know where it's at. It's still not down the street from my office, so
Right. It's down the street from something.
it's down the street
Okay.
from something. Yeah.
But
Okay.
anyway,
So
that's it.
that's
So
ceviche.
you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to translate that for all of our non-Spanish speaking.
How do you translate al
I was
pastor?
about to say it's
Al pastor?
Yeah.
I don't know how to say that in
I think if you
English.
said it that way, he might understand better.
Yeah,
Sandy.
yeah.
Okay. Hey, pop up that picture. They can understand pictures.
Oh yes.
But I didn't take a picture of my ceviche. I inhaled that. I didn't even.
I
I'm
know.
like,
I was like, dang it,
I
Sandy.
didn't even have closure with it. Have y'all ever done that? When you eat something so fast and you're like, did you eat that? Did I eat that? Did I spill?
Yeah, I hear you.
And you're like yelling at your kids. Which one of y'all ate my taco?
Yeah, exactly.
My
Look at that, y'all. Oh, so
Look
the,
at
so
that.
the seasoned looking meat, that's the al pastor. That's the al pastor.
Al
And then-
pastor.
Is it so? Is it pork? That's what they need to know. It's pork. Al pastor is pork.
Sure. I mean, it's
She
edible.
said al pastor. I mean, how much more do you want her to say?
I mean, he wants to break it down. It's. I'll tell you what. It's not. It's not chicken. I mean, and then the other is
Cindy,
just
you might like it, right?
yeah. And then it's Hey, assistant, what's al pastor? Is it beef or pork? He said it's pork.
Let's see.
Like, how does he know that?
He learned from you.
I know. Yeah, I didn't even know. And then the asada, what is it? Steak?
Asada is steak.
She's asking her assistant.
Yeah,
He's got to make his money.
Yeah. But anyway, so then I had ceviche, and ceviche is shrimp, cucumber, lime, cilantro, tomatoes,
Cilantro.
Onion. and I think that's everything.
Cilantro or coriander.
Coriander.
Ah,
I don't think so.
I don't know what you're talking about, Joe.
Yeah,
I'm
coriander.
just throwing out spices there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, I was like, no.
Let's stop.
Oh,
You
and
know-
coriander is cilantro. I just forget about it.
See,
How do you?
I knew that.
Go
too.
and get
That's why I
coriander,
said-
cilantro. Joe didn't know that either.
Yes, I did. That's why I said it the way.
You
I
straight up
said
lie.
it.
You ain't never met no Martin Luther King Jr.
So anyway,
Tired
now that
of
we've
y'all.
caused a debate on coriander and cilantro, how was your day,
Mhm.
baby?
My day was, it was kind of fulfilling. It was like crazy. I got to meet with some guy who we're thinking about, what do you call it, in the backyard, and do some work in the yard. We're going to add a patio. and do
Landscaping.
stuff. So that too, yeah. We're going to do all that. Mansplain the patio and all that. So
Are you gonna make sure that you make it skunk proof because that's important?
that is on the list, actually. The hole where the skunks lived. We're going to make sure we get that part covered up so they ain't never coming back here, okay?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Jamie,
Yeah.
oh, I should have sent you a video that Anita sent me. It was skunks. It was a lady getting chased by a skunk. She's like,
See, I told y'all.
for J pineapples.
I told you they chase you. Those Wolverines are gonna rip you to shreds if you let them get to you. Those things are vicious.
And then the running that this girl was doing, I'm like, you deserve to get sprayed. Like she ran and then she like came back. So the little skunks just fall on her. And then she goes back down the stairs. Well, there goes the skunk. I'm like, girl, you need to run for miles. Like, keep going.
Yeah, it's like 3 miles at least. 3 miles.
Till it gets dead. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, and then I had a good conversation today.
Good.
I don't know if I can't tell you all the stuff about it, but I can tell you it was one of those where someone sent me some information and it was just so sweet and they were such a beautiful soul and I was like, what in the world here? And I'm going to give you this little piece, guys, real quick, okay?
He's not even saying.
I'm a safe person who stands tall and proud of my family and friends. And if your daughters need to feel and see love from a family, I can make that happen. So when I read it by itself, it sounds really creepy. But in the whole context of everything, it was really good.
Touching you.
So I'm going to leave it at that then.
Hey, Jamie.
Yeah.
Who do we have on the show?
We are so excited tonight because we were doing this whole 7 dimensions of wellness thing, right? And we're not done. We still have 3 dimensions left to go through, maybe 4. But we have the environmental dimension of wellness tonight, and we have a very special guest with us. She is, I guess I can go ahead and call her the Social and Distancing Show's certified tree hugger.
Yes.
Okay. And she's one of those where it's like long time watcher, first time guest. And, so we're really excited to have her on. She's going to share with us just some ways to be environmentally friendly to Mother Earth, to the planet. I'm really excited because some of these things are really practical. They're really good things that we should start doing in our home to help the planet out. We do have a footprint here that we need to help so that our kids can have something better. And she's going to give us the examples that she's going through. And so I hope you all come ready to listen. And so without further ado, let's welcome Ashley to the show.
Hi, guys. Oh, I
Hi,
like the
Ashley.
clapping noise. That's awesome.
It is.
Good job,
Hey,
whoever's on top of
we
that.
pull out nothing but the best for our
Yes.
guests there, Ashley.
Oh, I feel
You noticed
so
the
special.
Fiji water
The
while you were
Fiji-
in the
oh my
green
gosh,
room, right?
The Fiji water and the snacks were amazing. Like, oh my goodness.
Excellent.
Perfect. And I think
Ashley-
they were all organic too.
Ashley, how do we
Yeah.
say your last name before we don't butcher it again?
Saed.
Saed.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
So Ashley Saed.
Saed.
You guys
Okay.
going through the airport is so much fun. Let me tell you. So much fun.
So Amber's already here for you. I think this is one of your folks,
Well,
right?
you just shout out to this. She's replying to Ashley's comment.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
when you guys were talking about food earlier, I
Right.
was actually a chef in my first life. I have a culinary degree, so when you guys were talking about all the food, I was just like, oh my lord, just let me
Oh,
in. I'll just tell y'all how to make it. You know, the El Pastor is pork and it's marinated in chili and preferably pineapple or some sort of citrus fruit. And
Shout
this is
out.
how- Yeah,
Shout out.
yeah.
I didn't know that. I just
Yeah.
eat.
It's my favorite.
She's a professional eater, okay?
Yeah.
She's a professional eater.
Perfect. So you can be
Professional
my
napper.
friend now. And like Vikram last week, I get the random, I don't get the plant thing, but I get the how do you make this text? Or where do I find this spice in the grocery store text? So
Oh, so you're you're like the food Google.
yes,
expert.
I'm
Yes.
food Google. Yes.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So Marcus here, he's already giving you a shot. He says, "I love trees and the environment."
All right. Oh, yay, I do too. So it's really funny. So yesterday, Joe messaged me about coming on the show, and he's like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how green are you? And I'm like green as in like a rookie at something, or like because I'm at the moment like I'm stirring my compost bin in the backyard, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's asking me about my hippie stuff. So I'm like, what are you talking about, Joe? Like,
Hippie stuff.
yeah. So so I was out stirring my compost bin in the backyard when Joe was messaging me about it, and I was like, absolutely, like I'm totally down to come in and talk about this with you guys. So I'm excited to be here.
Well, I'm glad you are too, because I'm glad to have you here. But I don't know if you heard everything we said at the beginning. We're doing this whole Dimensions of Wellness series, and one of those dimensions talks about environmental wellness.
Yeah.
And so that basically is, I'm pretty sure you already know about it then, but It's just making sure that we're taking care of the planet. We're taking care of the things that we can naturally take care of here, so that we have longevity here. I'm sure that's why we brought you on as the expert. So before we get to that, though, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Ashley?
Yeah. So I am from West Texas. I grew up in this area. And I know Joe. I'm a photographer as well. Joe's been a longtime friend and mentor of mine. I own a wedding photography business. So that's my job and what I do every day. But what I'm passionate about is living an eco-friendly lifestyle. I was raised by that's kind of a do everything handyman kind of guy. He does HVAC for a living. So he didn't have any boys, and I was the oldest daughter. So I was always the one helping him fix things. I mean, I was out helping him fix things and working on air conditioners, or we even farmed for a little bit. So I started farming when I was a kid. My mom always grew a garden. I've helped her with that every year. We do peaches and green beans. And so I've always been, I guess, a grower, or, we always planted things and had, saved our food and canned and took care of the planet in that way. And then I got older, and I remember, I guess, kind of like a defining moment for me was when I was a kid. I'm a little bit younger than you guys, but we got these super cool magazines in science class. And one of them was like all about recycling and composting and like saving the planet. And like, I legit thought that by the time I was a grown up, like everyone would recycle and we'd all be driving electric cars. And we'd all have solar panels. Like, that was in my brain. Like, I was like, that's so smart. Like, why aren't we? I just still don't understand why we're not doing some of those things. But
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. So to me, it was just like made sense. Like, we only have one planet. We should take care of it. Like, we need air to breathe, water. Like, we need to live here. So we should take care of it. So it kind of started there. And then as I got older, I went to culinary school in Austin. And so that kind of tied in with like the way that I was raised. And I went to a French culinary school. So the French are super passionate about like your ingredients and, layering your flavors and your bases. And if you have good quality product, it's going to turn out better in the long run. So that kind of helped to, I guess, further it along. And then probably living in Austin for a couple of years didn't help that either.
Keep Austin weird.
Yeah. I miss Austin. I do not miss all the people. I hate driving now when I have to go back. I'm like, oh my gosh. But so that just kind of, I guess, fostered it and took it. And so now I just try to look for little ways every day to do what I can do to make the planet better and make out small changes or swaps in our household. It's the little things. And if everybody did 2 or 3 little things in their own house, it would make a huge difference overall, like it just exponentially, and I feel like if everybody would do that, that's how we can make the biggest change.
So that's great that you mentioned that, Ashley. I had the pleasure of listening to someone speak about, excuse me. I'm in Toastmasters. She's a fellow Toastmaster, and I don't know if she's watching right now, but Shay, I'm going to give you a little spotlight. Shay did a speech years ago on a book she was reading called The Zero Waste Home. You ever heard of that or that concept?
I have heard of that, but I haven't read the book, but I'm familiar with the concept.
So one of the things she mentioned some of the things that, overall she mentioned kind of what you just said, but there were some takeaways for me, and I was like, I need to make sure to copy that. So some of the things that I learned from that was like paper towels. So I went from using about 6 paper towel rolls every 2 to 3 weeks to using about 3 paper towel rolls a month, maybe 2. And we swapped those out with napkins. So we have microfiber cloth napkins that we use now instead. And I got a little cubby, and they're all in there. And so the family knows, grab those, use to clean your hands, face, wipe the counter, and put them in the wash. And that was one of the ways that we did try to get closer to zero waste. We're not anywhere near there. Actually, not anywhere near there.
Oh, I'm not either. I'll be honest. I'm not, 100% zero waste, but I'm going to show you guys today just a couple of the things that I've done to kind of help get us closer to that.
Cool.
So first of all, a little bit more about me. I have 2 kiddos. I have a 2-year-old and I have a 6-year-old. I'm married. We live out here in Smyre. So there's not really any rules about some of the things I'm about to tell you about. So now you guys might have some ordinances and things, but In my backyard, I have 6 chickens
Okay,
and a
hold on.
duck.
Let me
And
get
then
these pictures up here.
Oh, yes. And I have a mini pig. His name is Chandler. So yeah, those are the pictures.
Hush.
So there are that's my chickens and that's my duck.
Oh, you have a duck.
And I have the duck because duck
Maddie, do you see this?
are really
Matt-
good to bake with. So my pig's name
Wait,
is
what?
Chandler. Yeah, duck
Duck
eggs
egg.
are really good to bake with. They're higher
Oh.
in fat and protein.
He thought you were baking your ducks already.
I'm so sorry.
No. So my pig's name is Chandler, and then my duck's name is Joey. And so some of my other chickens are named after the Friends characters, and then I got some new ones, and I named them after the Golden Girls. So I've got like so I've got like
What?
Monica and Ross and Phoebe and Rachel, and then I got Blanche, Sophia. No, I got Blanche, Rose, and not Sophia. I just went blank. You guys are making me nervous.
Sandy, no, don't. Who are the other ones, Sandy?
Dorothy. And it's
Oh.
funny, yeah. And so
I
those
went blank
are my
too.
chickens. And then actually back behind there, like I want to kind of show y'all a little tip while we're looking at this picture. So this picture has
Okay.
2 purposes. So I could show y'all my chickens. The second thing is that's my garden behind it, and that is all recycled pallet wood behind there, and that cost me $0.
Oh, so
I
that's
hear,
a fence wood thing back there?
Yeah, that's my garden to help keep the chickens out of it, and
I
my
was going to say
pig.
your chickens are eyeballing your
They
garden.
are. They're like plotting, like they're about to go in there. Like I caught them. But anyway, so that's just twofold onto that. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. So, but those are my chickens and my duck. And then Joe, do you have the picture of Chandler?
I do.
There's Chandler.
Wear shades.
There is Chandler. So, and then I also have a little dog, and then I have like 1.5 cats. And I say 1.5 because one is like my pet, and then the other one just moved in under my house in the past couple weeks. So,
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what to
I'm
do.
so
Like,
sorry.
well, you know what?
I got some
Like,
tips for you if you need.
no. I mean, he's not bothering my chickens.
You sure?
Yeah, like he hadn't messed with my chickens, and so I mean that's fine. It's kind of
You
like
better watch your
sensitive.
breath at night, okay?
Yeah, but it's I don't know.
Watch your breath at night.
So I have 1.5 cats, a dog, my 7 chickens, my duck, and my pig all in my backyard, and I have 2 kids. So
Oh, they must love it, right? They must love it.
They do. But so
Ah.
I'm telling you all of this to tell you guys a couple things that I do in the yard to kind of help with that. So first of all, like chickens, they eat your bugs, fleas, ticks, spiders. I have like no bugs in my backyard. Maybe a couple mosquitoes here and there, but not really. So the chickens are great for that. And then I also, when I clean out their chicken coop and their pen, I use what I clean out of there for my compost bin.
Yay.
So yeah, so I'm kind of like twofold. So next year, before I do my garden again, I will be able to have like all my own compost right there, no waste basically. So the chickens are kind of, completely taking their, whole cycle around. Plus I'm about to start getting eggs from them here in a couple weeks. So,
oh my gosh.
so they're really good for that. If you live more out in the country, a lot of people get like guineas, which are kind of like bigger chickens, but they're more bird-like than chicken.
Is those the ones with the real weird feathers around their ankles?
I don't know. I'm not that familiar with it. There's some chickens like that.
I've seen these mutant chickens that are like that, and I'm like,
curly-headed
whoa.
chickens.
Yeah. So I want some of those, but they're not as good of egg layers. So they're just kind of like more for fun to look at.
Freaking non-egg layers.
Yeah. So I was like trying to be
Jeez.
kind of productive with the chicken farm thing going on.
I'm a little jealous. I'm a little jealous, actually.
I love my chickens.
Yeah.
And so another thing that I do, because I have all the animals back there and my kiddos, my garden the only pesticide I've put on it it's called, and I'm gonna butcher it. I call it DE. That's like
diatomaceous earth.
Yes. So that is what I use.
What did you say again?
Dang it! Now I can't say it. Diatomaceous earth or something.
Yes. That is what I use. And so it just comes in a powder, and I just sprinkle it all over my garden. I also use it like in the chicken coop to keep flies and bugs away out there. And then I also planted marigold all around back there to help keep the chickens and the bugs off of my plants as well. So no pesticides in my backyard at all right now, which is really awesome. I really don't want to kill my pig or my chickens by using pesticides.
Carrie's saying guineas are awesome alarm systems.
Yes.
Move over, ADT.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've never had any guineas, but my aunt has some, and they always let you know when someone's pulling up. So,
Oh, really? I thought she
yeah.
meant like waking you up in the morning. I'm like, dog guineas.
No, they'll like tell you if someone's pulled into your yard.
Okay.
And then with the
Totally read
pig,
that differently.
the best part about the pig is I don't have to mow my backyard.
What?
No way.
No,
Shush.
nope,
Snap.
I do not have
Dr.
to mow.
Pineapples, are you watching this? I hope you're watching this. Oh my gosh. My little one would love that.
He
I mean,
grazes, but he doesn't really like weeds. So I've still had to like go out and pull a couple weeds.
A
But
small trade-off, right?
Yeah,
Small trade-off for getting the yard mowed.
Yeah, so no weeds, and then like no pesticides on that. But Chandler's kind of like a big dog.
How
but I don't
big
really-
is he actually?
He's like maybe 70 pounds ish.
Which one of y'all's dogs is 70 pounds? I need reference.
So my dog's like 30 pounds.
Okay,
So it's
Sandy.
Piper is 110 pounds, and Cash is probably about 45.
So he's still bigger than Cash.
Mm-hmm.
But he's short, so he's like short and kind of squatty, but he's like
stocky.
solid, like stocky. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
So
like
by
an English
looking at
bulldog,
him-
right?
Yeah, basically, kind of
okay,
like
okay,
an English bulldog.
How long? He was a baby for a while, or did he grow up fast?
I actually got him from a friend of mine. He's about a year old now, but a friend of mine had him and unexpectedly had to move, and so I took him in. So I think we got him in October, and he turned 1 in March. So he's about as big as he's gonna get. But he's definitely a hot mess. If you
Actually,
get him,
you recycle pets too. Did you know that?
What's
so
that?
Now, I said you recycle pets too.
I do. Oh my gosh.
And then this little guy.
Yeah, so I'm also
Wait,
like
what do you mean when you say that?
Well, I guess I took him from. I rescue pets. That's the better one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Calm down, Jamie. Calm down.
I was like, wait, I was gonna say, do I really want to know this?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they end up in the compost pile.
Stop. We have children watching.
Wow. So yeah, so that's kind of what I do in my backyard, and then I also have a compost pile. I did send you a picture of that today, didn't I, Joe?
I think
and
so.
It's super easy. Okay, so and I wanted to show you guys this along with my pallet fence because this cost me $0. This was some extra chicken wire that I had that I just like tied together and put out there. You can buy like those big plastic bins that like spin around and stuff, but they're super expensive, and it's just making more plastic. So thanks to Google University, which I have like 6 doctorate degrees in, that's my compost bin, and it works just as good. And it cost me $0 and some scrap stuff that happened to be laying around.
That's awesome.
So I definitely am all about like the reduce, reuse, recycle. So I reuse a ton of things, and so this is one of the examples.
So actually, I guess the composting that I'm imagining is got like a bunch of liquid and stuff. So where's your liquid?
Oh no, there's no liquid. Like I do kind of spray it down with a water hose every now and again. But I just go out and turn it and give it a stir every couple weeks and kind of flip things.
Well, I guess I saw it on Twilight.
What'd you see?
One of the episodes. I'm not sure which one it was.
There was an episode of Twilight?
Yes, it was a show of Twilight. And so they were on a field trip, and it was a compost pile. And so he's like, here, do you want some of this tea? And it was just the compost liquid. So that's why that's the only experience I have with compost.
Yeah, no, mine, there's no liquid. And it's, when I was turning it yesterday, like at the bottom, it's actually starting to do its thing, I guess. I don't know the word for it.
Decompose.
Thank you, Joe. Decompose. So,
does it smell?
No, it doesn't smell at all, but you have to watch what you put in it. So like you don't put any type of like meat product in it. So like no dairy, no cheese, no meat.
Sandy.
So
it's like your diet or your lifestyle.
You can eat this.
So,
it's gluten free.
So basically kind of what goes into mine is like plant clippings, the chicken compost, or chicken. Oh my! I'm sorry. John Matthews is distracting me over here, guys.
Oh gosh,
he does that so well, doesn't he?
Right.
Oh my goodness.
So, anyway, so a whole lot doesn't get in it food wise because my pig and my chickens also eat a lot of my scraps. So it's very rare that I still have stuff left to go into the compost.
Yeah. So what goes in your compost? If the pigs
so,
and
like,
the chickens.
As you can see, like there's some tomato clippings because my tomato plants, they're like I needed to kind of trim them down a little bit. That's in there. I don't have any grass clippings to go in it. I do put my eggshells in there. My pig doesn't like asparagus stalks, so it gets all my asparagus stalks.
Asparagus.
He's picky.
I like, right?
He
You
is
know what?
kinda
You
picky.
think? Never mind. That was going to be bad. Never mind.
But yeah, so basically whatever my pig and my chicken won't eat, it goes in the compost pile.
Huh. Interesting. Cool.
Yeah.
I've wanted to start one of these forever, Ashley. Since I told you about my friend previously, one of the things she had talked about was the compost pile being a near zero waste. Like she talked about how they only took trash out like once a month or once a week, something weird. And I was like, what? And she talked about the compost. And so I even I built a little box
Well, then
to put it in. But I was like, I don't know what to do. I can't. The idea of just throwing food in a box and closing it. It just seemed
mine is in my
weird.
alley, so it's not close to my house. So I mean, just put your plant stuff in there, and then some eggshells, maybe some coffee grounds. My tea bags that I drink tea at night. So my tea bags are 100% compostable too. So I throw my tea bags in there.
You just take the tea bag and you go tea bag that compost.
Pretty much, yeah. That's how it goes down. Yeah, so it's not that hard. I thought it was gonna be super hard too. And my husband, who's probably watching in the other room, he was one day like gonna throw something like, no, I don't know the rules on that yet. I gotta Google it. Like, don't throw that in there. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
It would freak me out what to put in there because then I'd be like, this thing isn't composting, but if I just beat it enough, it's gonna do something, right?
Yeah, so I just try to put like things that grow from the earth in there. It's kind of my general rule, with the exception of eggshells, because I know those can go in there. So.
But they kind of grow from the earths.
They kind of do, yeah. So that's kind of my backyard, and then I have like a million little things all around me that I want to show you guys, like I've done inside my house. Okay, so let's start in the kitchen.
I know that site.
So in the kitchen, one of the things that first things I wanted to do was get rid of the sponges, like the yellow and green.
Yes.
Okay. So like all that has plastic in it that breaks down and gets into your water stream.
No.
Which
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it goes back into the earth. So it's not only like going in the trash, like it's going back into the water stream too, like little bitty microbeads.
Oh, that's so gross.
So on Amazon and lots of places, they sell like bamboo brushes that you can use.
I've seen those.
And like sponges. They look just like sponges, but they're like a cellulose material, so it's decomposable. And I gave decomposable. Is that how you?
No. The word before that. You said cellulose.
Cellulose. So it's like a plant, like celery would be like a cellulose or like a supercell.
Oh.
Like a real. I don't know if
I was thinking something else.
Yeah.
You think it's cellulite? It's okay.
Oh, that's.
And the best part about some of these too is you can just throw them right in your washing machine and keep using it.
Oh, okay.
See, that's why I like the microfiber cloth idea.
Yeah.
You just wash them and it's like, man, I got more napkins again.
Yep. No, absolutely. So we just throw it all in the washing machine and go on.
How long do the bamboo scrubbing pad thing, whatever you call that, how long do that usually go good?
6 months ish, depending on how often you wash them.
Okay.
So,
Ever.
and I have another friend who makes she knits these really cool scrubby sponges. So I love it when she brings me those.
You know what? Someone mentioned
those last forever.
Someone mentioned earlier in the comments. Actually, I didn't understand what they said, but now that you say that, where was it, guys? Someone had said they were doing something like that, and I was like, "What does that even mean?"
Yeah.
Here we go. I love the little things like when we keep it simple. No, that wasn't it.
That was
here we go. Here we go.
Oh,
I have started sewing cloth napkins and reusable sandwich bags.
Jolene, I would love some cloth napkins, but I was actually just about to talk about the reusable sandwich bags too.
Let's go for it.
These are amazing. Like, oh my gosh. So basically you can just rewash them and then use them again and again. I have not froze them yet. So I will let you know. I just bought a big giant pack of chicken. So I'm going to try it, but I'm like super scared with everything going on right now to like waste meat. So
wait,
it's made
you
me
bought
nervous.
A chicken?
Jamie, try it and waste your meat.
I bought.
What? Wait, what?
No, I bought. I bought a large pack of chicken, and I normally buy like a big pack, and then I divide it out. But right now, like I've had a hard time finding chicken breasts, and so I've just been like,
you just got them in the backyard. I mean,
No, but I don't want to eat them yet. Like they're for eggs.
I love that you said yet. So it's on the menu. It's on the menu.
No,
From farm to table or backyard to table.
So I've still been using like the ones you throw away, the single-use ones for freezing stuff right now. But for everything else, I've been using these because we've been doing a lot of picnics and stuff with the kids. We went to the lake last week, and so I packed in all these. I love them. So
how many came in the package that you got right there? Because I've wanted to use those too, actually, like crazy, but I keep thinking surely they're not legit.
No, they're legit. They're awesome. You can get them in all different kinds. I think I got like a 12-pack. Joe has a link that he can put up for you guys here in a little bit.
Nice.
It's actually like my shopping list that I've been working through on Amazon. So it's like things I've already bought, and then it's also things like I've been looking at that I want to start using as well in my house. I saw the question, how do I wash them? I just wash them in my sink like I do my dishes. And then I should have taken a picture. My husband does our dishes because he's awesome. So our rule is whoever cooks, the other one does the dishes. And since I'm a chef, he's the dishwasher, basically.
Really? That actually happens in houses?
That happens.
I feel like I cook and wash.
Shout out to my husband. He's like amazing.
Shout out to Dr. Pineapples for doing it right.
Yeah. So my husband washed them all tonight, and then he actually has them like just sitting on our stove, like just like this, drying out.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's not anything special or hard. So they are amazing, and I love them a ton. Another thing that I did as far as in my kitchen goes is we do not buy bottled water.
You don't?
So we...
You just get it from the sink.
No, not where I live. The water here is so bad.
That's right. I forgot about that.
We don't buy it either.
Yeah. We have RO water at our city hall because I live out in Smyre, and the water out here, you're not supposed to drink it. It's so bad that the government makes them provide RO water for the city residents. So I bought a water machine, and I fill up my 5-gallon jugs at a time. And then everyone in my house has multiple water bottles. And like my kids know, like we're not stopping at Sonic to get a drink unless it's like a special thing.
Like happy hour?
You better pack your water bottle. Like if you want something to drink, pack your water bottle. Mom's not stopping.
Joanne's asking, where do you find the sandwich bags?
Oh, I found them on Amazon. I'm like an Amazon nut. And Joe's going to post my link later that has a bunch of this stuff on it.
We're about to show the list here. We're going to let her finish talking.
Yeah, so Joanne, or anyone else who might have missed that, she said that she has a list on Amazon that she has all this stuff in. So
yeah. For the water bottles, I recommend the double insulated ones that are metal because they keep your water cold all day long. Metal, yeah. But I mean, I see like the point of plastic bottles, like if you're camping or it's like a sporting event, maybe, but like for everyday use, that's a ton. I drink over 100 ounces of water a day. And so that would be at least, so that they're on 20 ounces a piece. That would be 5 to 6 plastic water bottles every day that I'm throwing in the trash just from what I drink.
But I've had this one for like a couple years.
Well,
she's talking about
but
regular water bottles.
Yeah, you're reusing it, so that's okay. You know, I mean, the lid on here is plastic, but it's not a single-use plastic item. So, like, I'm not going to use this one time and throw it away. I'm using it. I've had this water bottle for over 6 months now, and I love it. It's my favorite one. But so it's funny. On the same story, last week, you know, I have a 6-year-old, and we've been having some plumbing work done at our house, and they had to dig up our sewer line. And so while they were digging it up, there's actually a plastic bottle that was buried down there with my sewer line in the late 80s. What? And so, yeah, like I was like, did they just throw that in my yard, or is that like from a long time ago? Like, and I pulled it up, and I don't know, it wasn't like a water bottle, but it was some other sort of plastic bottle. And they told me the late 80s is when they put that line in there. And the plastic bottle was still like absolutely perfect. And so I use that as a great teaching moment for my 6-year-old to be like, look, Mason, this bottle has been down here for 20-something years, nearly 30-something years. And it's still here. This is why Mom doesn't like us to use these. And this is why we bring our water bottles. Because it was literally buried like 7 feet down in my yard, and it's been there for 30 years. So
wow.
So one of the guys who was laying the pipe down or whatever, and then just left it there?
Yeah, just left it there. So it was like an old Gatorade or Coke bottle or something that was plastic.
He's watching tonight.
I hope
and he's
so.
He's saying, there's where my water went.
So okay, so off the water thing, I told you about that. Another big thing that I'm all about is reusable grocery bags, which apparently,
Yes.
yes. And I don't understand why in Lubbock, like, people have an issue with this. Like,
Really?
I have
yeah,
a
like it's
question.
not a thing here.
I mean, I have a comment. I'm going to
Okay.
answer for all of Lubbock. So I have 50 of those bags. They just never make it into my car when I go to the grocery store. And then they ask me paper or plastic, and I'm like, dang it, I forgot my bag.
Put them back in your trunk. So when I lived in Austin, like, there were no plastic bags. So, like, I guess that's kind of what broke me of that habit.
Yep.
If I forgot them, I had to buy new ones. And I was a broke college kid, so, like, I would much rather spend my money on beer than I did on more bags.
Great
Hashtag
girl.
truth.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yes, facts right there. So the bags, but not just this bag, you guys. Check these out.
Yeah.
So instead
What
of
you
when
got?
you go to buy your produce,
Uh-huh.
these are amazing. They're just like little mesh bags. You can throw it in the washing machine, and I've got them in all different sizes. And so instead of, like, for every freaking lemon and potatoes and ginger and asparagus
Oh
that I
my
want to buy,
gosh.
I have these that I can just throw my stuff in. So
Ashley, that's such a great idea.
love these.
What did you make those, or did you buy those? Like, are those going to be in the list too?
Amazon. Like, I don't knit and sew things. Like, I have many talents, but knitting and sewing things is not my talent. But yeah, so Amazon, these right here, they make them in like all kinds of fun colors and stuff too. And then I also have these. So if you wanted to get like beans or something that would fall through the little holes, you can't. Things won't fall through either. So different sizes, different types.
Jamie, until you buy some, use your pillowcases.
Wait, what?
There you go.
But until you buy some of those, use your pillowcases.
Exactly.
That would work.
That's a great idea too.
That would be a great way to repurpose things.
Dang.
So let's talk about, actually, speaking of the repurposing thing. So just get that picture I sent you of my little table.
Let me see.
So it's not always about, like, doing these little things too, which are great, but then there's also the reusing aspect of things. So Joe's going to show you my $3 table that I love. You'll see that?
Mhm.
I paid $3 for that on, like, the online garage sale things, and I threw some paint on it, and now it's sitting actually right here next to me, next to my super cool chair.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah, but so the thing is it's not just about, like, plastic bags and bamboo toothbrushes. It could also be things like this, and a lot of people are super crafty or super handy, and that's why I told you guys about my dad, just because he always made me help him build things. And so to me, like, it's not hard to stay on the top of that and throw some paint on it, and now I have a nice table that didn't end up in the dump ground, and I didn't go to Walmart and buy another thing. And so then 4 years from now, when I'm tired of it, that'd be 2 tables in a dump ground when I just paid $3 for the one sitting next to me. So that's just like one of my favorite things to do with, like, the being green, as you'll call it, or the certified tree hugger, is to reuse.
That was his word.
Yeah. And you'll notice there on the bottom, like, I put CTH down there.
I saw that.
Certified tree hugger. I added some letters to my name. I want to feel fancy today. But yeah, so I'm always looking for things that I can repurpose or rebuy. Like, even the laptop that I'm talking to you guys on, I paid. It's a MacBook Pro. It's a 2012. I paid $300 for it on the garage sale sites, and I spent $200 upgrading it, and now it works with the same specs and all this stuff. Like, I would pay for a brand new one that I was pricing out was going to cost me $3,500. So not only did I save myself $3,000, I also kept another MacBook out of the landfill. So Google is your friend, and I'm saving money, saving the environment. Like, it's the way to go with it. So.
Oh, is that her list?
Here is your Amazon list there, Ashley.
Oh, yay! So I'm looking at it here. So the straws. Okay, so I have the metal straws for my house, but I don't really like them with my kids. My
Why?
2-year-old doesn't understand the concept of, like, you can't take it and bend it and play with it, and so she always, and yeah, so it's not like a safety thing. So I'm not a super fan of these, but in my car, I keep some compostable. I'm horrible at that word. Straws.
We're following
So,
it.
like,
Go ahead.
if we do go and, like, say we want to go to Taco Villa or Sonic or something to grab something to eat, I have a pack of straws in my glove box that are environmentally friendly. So I don't have to take their straws.
Nice. Jamie,
Yeah.
ask her what kind of car she drives.
What kind of car do you drive?
I drive a Prius.
A what?
A Prius.
Oh, do you really?
I do drive a Prius. I love my
She
Prius.
is certified tree hugger all the way.
I love my Prius. I go like 450 miles on a tank of gas, and it costs me $20 to fill it up, and it's awesome.
I don't have it, but a buddy of
Crazy.
mine has it, and yeah, those are some of the things I'm always like, man, I'm always jealous of you.
Yeah.
He's like, every month and a half, he has to fill it up.
Yeah. Well, I for me to go anywhere, like where I live, so if I want to go to Lubbock, it's like it's a 30 miles round trip kind of thing. So, yeah. So it just makes sense for me to drive one, and then traveling around doing weddings and photography gigs and all that. I love my Prius, so it makes sense.
Nice.
I'm saving the planet. I'm saving me money. I'm all about saving money, so that's
So
amazing.
she has all of these things. She's got her grocery bags, her produce bags, her biodegradable straws or compostable straws.
Compostable.
They're still biodegradable. So
Yeah.
Listen,
Oh, that's
on those
it.
straws, I've been wanting to get those metal straws, Ashley, but because my kids love to use straws, and I hate seeing them always going in the trash or in the sink, and I'm always like, "Argh." So those are legit, work good.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
kids are
so-
older though.
Yeah, I love them, and they even come with most of the time. Let me see if this one has it in there. Little brushes to clean them with.
Look at
So
that.
way you don't have to worry about like nasties getting all inside of them because I'm not
Because
about the
they
nasty.
do with kids.
I just picked up a
But
pack at Walmart
you're
the other
not-
day.
if you're not a fan of like the metal, like bamboo is really good. And when I was in Mexico last year, they used avocado pit straws.
Shut out.
It was amazing. Like those are probably like the best non-plastic straws I've ever used. Were the avocado pit ones. I just haven't really been able to find anything like that here.
Avocado pit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Let's see what else I have sitting around me. Actually, if you scroll down, so like that bottle right there, it says thieves, and you can do this with like any cleaner, but I prefer to use like in my house, something that's like kind of non-toxic, a little better for the environment. Like I could take a drink out of this. Like
oh
it's,
wow.
yeah, like it's my kid can't drink it. I don't have to worry about him getting in the chemical cabinet, but it comes in a bottle this size. And then I literally, like I've had these bottles for a while, but so I literally just pour like a little bit in there and then fill the rest up with water. And then I just keep reusing it. So I'm not having to buy a full bottle every 2 weeks when I need new cleaner. I just buy one bottle, pour a little bit in, and then fill it up every time.
Really?
So that way, saving plastic there.
You're a genius.
I also got rid of my Keurig and coffee pot. So when we drink coffee, we use a French press. There's no filters, no pods. I just pour my coffee in, put my hot water in, and go. And so there's no waste with my coffee. Well, besides my coffee creamer, but I can't give that up yet. So, yeah. So there's that. Let's see what else. Oh, and I have kids. I told you guys that. So I've just recently found that like super cute little swim diaper looking thing for my little girl because she's not 100% potty trained yet. So that is an amazing reusable swim diaper because the other ones, it's basically just more trash going into the landfill every time I use it.
Right.
So I love those. So I put those on the list. Let's see what else is on there.
Carrie said, "Ooh, I love these."
Yes, girl. Yes. So like, yeah. So I use thieves for a lot of stuff, and then like for like an air purifier in my house, instead of candles and like air freshener toxic stuff, like I diffuse essential oils. It smells better.
Do they
It
have
helps
pineapple
with it.
essential oils? You can't
No, I've never seen a pineapple essential oil.
Yeah.
Sorry, friend.
They're not good.
Sorry. Oh, no, there's the toothbrushes. So we also switched over in our house to bamboo toothbrushes. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is a whole lot of stuff, and I didn't do it all in one day. This has been like years and years of things. So, because I'm sure some of you guys are going, this is really expensive.
I know. I'm like, oh
So
my.
it's like a little bit at a time. So we did the
Cooking.
bamboo toothbrushes. So basically, when I'm done, this is mine. So when I'm done with it, I'll just break off the head, and then the rest of it can go in my compost bin. And then I throw the head in the trash. So you're supposed to change your toothbrush like every 3 months?
Every month.
I think it's like every 3 months.
Every year.
Maybe it's 3 months to 6. Yep. So
We're
that's
supposed to swap it out?
Oh my Lord, you're nasty. You are nasty. Toothbrushes.
Don't say me. I say it every month, Ashley. Okay, I don't know about them. I don't know about them, but
y'all nasty. Y'all need a new toothbrush. I'll bring y'all some. Y'all are local. Johnny to bring y'all some bamboo toothbrushes. I brought the plenty back. So, yeah. Yeah, my husband's over here laughing. He's like, "Oh my gosh."
yeah, no.
So, come get her, husband.
Also for kids stuff, it's like, oh my gosh, like when I was having like getting ready to have babies and all that, it's like plastic. Mm-hmm. So I found some like recycled plastic and some wood stuff that makes me feel a little bit better about having to have like plastic spoons and plastic bowls for my kids, because I obviously don't want them throwing glass bowls on the floor while they're learning to eat. So I felt better about using stuff that was already recycled. Mm-hmm. I did do the glass bottles though with my last kid, and I love them. I didn't really have, I think we broke one, maybe like it rolled out of the car and shattered, but other than that, we didn't have a whole lot of problems with them. And I loved them.
I mean, we grew up with glass bottles.
Yeah.
We did?
So, I'm not sure what Joe.
Oh, you mean like the Joe had like clay bottles.
Yeah.
Jugs.
Joe had a mortar and pestle. I don't know how they did that. But the rest of us, I mean, our age had glass bottles.
You're right, we did. I remember now.
I'm not laughing. It's not funny.
Oh my goodness. I'm trying to see what else is on there. It's super small to me.
Yeah, us too.
Yeah.
I've tried enlarging.
Oh, Joe likes those dental floss.
You had a cutlery set in there, a bamboo cutlery set?
Yeah, okay. So, we like to like travel a lot, go to the lake, or we have I have a huge family. So like my mom legit has like 8 or 9 brothers and sisters. Like it's I think 8 brothers and sisters. She's child 9. So 8 brothers and sisters. So I have like a billion cousins, and
same here, girl.
Yeah. So all that plastic silverware starts to add up. So you can order like bamboo stuff that you can throw in your compost, or like just goes right back into the trash. So it's not plastic silverware for Thanksgiving. I don't know about you guys. We do plastic silverware for Thanksgiving, but.
So if you use bamboo, you don't have to feel as guilty even if it goes in the trash still?
Yes, because once it breaks down in your trash bag, it's going to break down into the landfill.
So Ashley, I can't help but think about the pandas. If we're using their bamboo, what are they doing?
Well, bamboo grows a whole lot faster than like trees, and
I'm with you.
Yeah, so it's like it grows fast, so it's not that big of a deal for us to use.
Yeah, have you never heard of the bamboo punishment?
No, Joe. No,
I can tell them about it. It's really cool.
Okay, so I can tell you this real quick with bamboo. We used to do these little dances. It was called tinkling, and it was with bamboo sticks. And it was, and it hurt whenever it hit your ankles. We did that for music.
Oh yes, because that's actually from the Philippines.
I know it was a Filipino thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Gotcha.
Educate yourself, J. Pineapples.
Me too, because I was like, I don't know what school they went to. Though.
I don't know, Ashley.
Y'all just did square dancing, I'm sure.
Yeah, actually, we did.
Right, so, exactly.
Yeah.
So this list will actually go up. We'll put the link here for Ashley in the comments, and that way you guys can peruse through it on your own, and you don't have to worry about trying to decipher it on my little small screen here. So
because it's pretty little. It's pretty little.
Yeah.
What does that wool dryer do, Ashley?
What was the
wool dryer for your?
Oh, I have one of those. Hang on.
Tell me, girl. Tell me.
So instead of dryer sheets, I use these. I have like 4 or 5 of them, and they're wool dryer balls. And if you want the smell, you can actually put like essential oil on them, and so you can have like a lavender smell or whatever.
Essential oils.
But it helps
It's not bad. It
helps to dry your clothes faster by like it's kind of beating them and making them like turn more, like go in there. And it also helps with like the static and all that. So it basically replaces your dryer sheets.
Get out of here.
Well, we got some dryer balls.
Yeah. They actually carry these at most Walmarts too. That's where I got mine.
Okay.
How long do you swap them out?
I mean, I've had these for a couple of years. And I mean, it's
the package said 2 months, Ashley. Switch out every 2 months.
It's fine. I'm not putting it in my mouth. So that's different.
Oh, well, yeah, I swap those every 30 days.
Right? so weird.
One other quick thing I wanted to touch on that I haven't touched on yet, and it's actually on the list, is I want you guys to like look at your bathroom. And so that's my big project right now that I'm tackling is my bathroom. Like your hair gel, your shampoo, your conditioner, your body
I have
wash.
a lot of hair gel.
Well, Joe uses enough for both you and him, so you're
Girl.
good. Yeah. So like all those things, like that's a ton of plastic in your bathroom. Like I could legit fill a trash bag full of stuff right now in my bathroom. So I'm working on that. One of the things I'm doing, like I switched to products that are in like glass bottles, and so a lot of this I can reuse. And I also switched back to bar soap. I got rid of like the plastic loofah thing and like all the plastic bottles with like the squeezy soap thing because that's just so much plastic in there. So I use bar soap. And I actually make my own soap a lot too. It's kind of one of my hobbies is I like
essential oils, right?
And so I make my own soap.
I knew it.
I have not found a bar shampoo and conditioner that I'm in love with yet. So if any of your viewers have an idea on that, please send them to me. I have some on that list that are on my list to try, but I'm still working on that.
You need what again?
Bar shampoo and conditioner.
Bar shampoo
it's like a soap bar. Yeah.
But it's shampoo
and conditioner.
Yeah.
Oh,
listen, everyone. She needs bar shampoo and conditioner.
A shampoo bar in there. It's just a square cream bar. Yeah. So like this is like my soap I made. This is a lavender soap.
Is it out of goat's milk?
No, this one is a coconut oil and olive oil blend. No goat's milk on this one, but I have done the goat's milk before. And actually, go ahead.
No, I'm just keep going. I'm just perplexed. I'm like amazed.
So I make this one with coconut oil and olive oil. It's a 50-50 blend. And I make it in a crock pot.
In a crock pot?
In a crock pot, yeah.
Does it have THC in it too?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nope, not in the soap. But
I'm in Illinois, Ashley. I just had to ask for my Illinois viewers.
If I was in Illinois, it would have THC in it. So,
girl.
But
I'd be buying from you exclusively.
She's a true hippie. She's a true hippie. So.
Oh, that's
So here's
we'll talk in the after show, okay?
So here's a shampoo bar. So it's basically like a bar of soap, but it's shampoo. You like lather it up and wash your hair with it. And I'm not in love with this one, and so I'm like trying to buy and find some that I actually really like.
I need some.
Yeah, you do. I'll send you this one. I don't like it.
I'll try it.
Okay.
Yeah,
awesome.
I'll do a review on here.
Awesome. But I didn't make this one though. I bought this one. I haven't found a recipe yet for a shampoo bar.
It doesn't smell like essential oils though.
It kind of does. I don't know what it smells like, but I don't know. I'm just trying different ones till I find one that I like. I guess it's like finding like your regular shampoo that you like.
I can't believe they make this stuff. This is amazing to me.
Yeah, no, there's so many cool products. If you just get on Google and just start searching, and you'll find all kinds of things.
Or we can message Ashley now.
You can.
Ashley's our Google Earth person.
Yes, that or
Google Earth.
Oh snap!
Oh wait, can I change my name real quick?
You can.
So actually, I'm probably about to start an Etsy store. So that's actually been on my brain for the last little bit to help people go with this. So it's really funny that Joe asked me to do this because my husband and I were just talking about me opening an Etsy store with soaps and salves and other eco-friendly products that I'm
obsessed with. Soaps and salves?
Salves. So like a cream, you can like a balm, like a lip balm.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm following you.
Yeah.
So what's a sob?
A car. She's gonna sell cars on Etsy.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
So I'm actually thinking about doing that and opening up my own like little eco-friendly Etsy shop.
Girl, do it. I'll buy from you.
Yeah. Heck yeah, awesome. So playing around with that
extra essential oil. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Hey Ashley, we're already at the end of the show.
Oh, no.
58 minutes. I'm so sorry, Joe.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Don't be sorry.
Yeah, it's our show. We can go over a little.
Right, we do what we want.
That's right.
We don't let the man hold us back.
Well, I've had so much fun with you guys.
Well, so at the end of our show, we allow our guests a few minutes to talk about whatever they want, to plug themselves, to plug world peace, whatever you want to do. So we're going to give you a few seconds to kind of talk about that right now. And so here, hold on, I got to change something right quick. Here you go.
Oh, that's right, Joe.
Oh, it's just me. Hi. Yeah, that's kind of fun. So I guess I would want to plug the go back, like what I talked about at the beginning of the show is by doing a few things here and there, and it can be small things that you can really make a difference in the world. So I would suggest starting out with maybe changing your toothbrush out or getting rid of your soap. So just do a few things every day to help make the world a better place. So, and that's all I got.
Awesome. Oh wait,
Whoa.
hey, what's up?
Oh,
Hi.
I
Well,
took her.
oh,
I took it totally out.
There we go.
sorry about that, Ashley. We
And
had some technical difficulties.
Jamie's got the last question.
Yes. Well, before that, Amber did ask earlier, and I forgot to mention it, Ashley, but the Smokehouse Frito
Oh my
Pie.
gosh.
That
Okay.
means something?
Yeah. So there used to be this barbecue restaurant in Levelland. Oh my gosh. And they made the best freaking barbecue Frito pie ever. Since, I told you I was like a chef in my first life and all of that. So I've been in the hospitality industry for a long time. And so I would work at this restaurant some, and they made the best Frito pies. And Amber knows what's up. Like that was like, we're probably like the two people in Levelland that like kept that place open with like the Frito pie orders. Like,
Amber, make sure to throw us the ingredients or whatever in the
Yeah.
description.
yeah. And that restaurant is actually where I met my husband at. So, when
Aww.
I first moved back to this area, I called him, the owner. I was like, hey, dude, can I wait tables for you until I find a job? I need some cash. And he's like, sure, come on in. And so I go in, and my husband just came in, and he's like, oh. So I go in, and I'm like, oh, who's that white guy playing with the Garzas? Because he played with this band that was a family band called the Garzas.
oh,
And
wow.
they were his. Yes. So he played with the Garzas, and he was the only white guy. Like he's like super albino Minnesota guy, and so I'm like, and I've known Wes for a long time, and it had always been the family band. And I came back, I'm like, I don't know who that guy is, but he's kind of cute. So yeah, that's how I met my husband, is through the Smokehouse Frito pies. So
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, like Joe was alluding to earlier, Ashley, we do like to ask all of our guests on to give us a topic for a future episode. So with that in mind, and with your cool glasses on, do you have a topic that the three of us can cover for a future episode?
I thought about maybe like you guys might bring in like a musician onto your show. I'm married to a musician, and a lot of my friends are musicians, so I thought it might be kind of an interesting topic for you guys to maybe interview one and see, like, especially a local working one, and see what their day-to-day life is like and what it's like living that lifestyle. So
Awesome.
Cool. Good suggestion. We love music.
yay.
We do. All right, awesome. I put that in there. Well, go ahead, Joe. Sorry.
That's all right. Ashley, thank you again for coming in and sharing your knowledge and wealth of information about
Yes,
keeping
Ashley,
our
thank you so much.
keeping our planet green and making those little changes. I like that you have done it over a short
Blue
amount of
planet, though.
over a
Not really
time
green.
instead of all at once. So I appreciate that.
Well,
So,
water. We should
but
call
thank
it a
you so
water
much
planet.
for coming on.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. I had so much fun.
So we're
Ashley,
gonna
stick around because I want to talk to you afterwards on the after
yeah.
show.
So
Okay.
stick around in the green room. We'll talk to you about it after we sign off, and that way we might get to ask you some more questions.
Yes.
So sorry for our viewers. Tough luck. So
Love you. All right, Ashley. We'll see. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
man, that's
Good
too much
Joe.
information.
Good one, Joe. I
I'm
know.
just like, it's like vomited all over my face. And
It
I'm
was
just
so
like,
cool, though,
I
man.
mean, every time we take out the trash, I'm like, we're the trashingest people, and we take it out
Man,
like, every
we
2
are
days.
we are the
Y'all
absolute
are.
worst.
Y'all are absolutely the worst.
I'm the worst. We're the worst.
I mean,
You're
you
right.
are.
Y'all are the worst. You're right.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm like,
Good night, Amber. Thank you for sticking
how many
around.
bottles of water do I have?
Oh, don't
just at
show
my
those,
desk.
Joe. You're gonna get all the people to come after
Just
you.
at my desk.
I have my medal.
So great show, great guest, Joe. I'm glad you were able to find her. She was fantastic. So, everyone else, thanks for sticking around with us. We love you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this just as much as we do. We're gonna go hang out with Ashley for a little bit in the back, but come hang out with us tomorrow night. We've got a special guest, a return guest, who's been on before. He's our cologne guy. He was one of our first. Yeah, he was one of our first guests, and he's coming back tomorrow for the other dimension of wellness, the not educational, intellectual dimension of wellness.
Colognes.
Yes, we can though. It's
Okay.
going to tie in. I'll talk about it tomorrow, but So he's coming back. And guys, if you have got to come watch this guy, okay? Cologne, you're not going to be prepared for it.
It blows your mind.
They use well guts to scent your cologne.
It's crazy.
It's out of this world, but it's really good. Like really, really great stuff. So come back tomorrow night to listen to Benjamin. He has a YouTube channel. We'll put it all later on. But just come back and hang out with us tomorrow night so you can get to hear from him. And as usual, everyone,
remember to wash your hands
for at least 20 seconds.
You filthy animals.
Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night,
everybody.
everyone. Man.
Gosh, she was awesome, dude.
This
Like
show
I
kept
literally,
going.
it really could have. I was like, I know I was laughing a lot, but I was really like, I have so many notes, man.
Yeah, and you also kept interrupting her. So
that's what I do, man. That's what I bring to the show.
I know. He's the interrupting cow. That's what he does.
Like,
yeah, thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that.